Dr. Tara Kartha, not responding to Pakistan's state-sponsored radical Islamist terror? Now, of course, let me also bring in certain elements trying to claim that it was Hindu terror and then submitting dossier after dossier. Is that weakness that emboldened Pakistan unless the tactics was kill Pakistanis with boredom of reading those dossiers?
No, I think the attempt to bring in Hindu terrorism was sickening. I mean, I don't know where that came from, because we were following this. I mean, you know that the GIC had brought out a report warning of such an attack just prior to that. About a week earlier, we said there's going to be an attack, all that. So we knew a lot, about 90% of what was going on. And there wasn't the slightest shred of doubt that this was a Pakistani plan. And the fact that they wanted to hit financial hub of Mumbai, known at least 6 months earlier. So there's no dearth of evidence, absolutely none. So where this Hindu terror thing came from, don't ask me, because I never saw any of it. That is one. However, there is one issue. The decision what Shiv Shankar Menon talks of, that they opted for for not going in for strikes, but there was also one problem. You were in a major financial crisis. So now I'm not justifying anything. I'm just telling you these are the facts that were on the ground that could have influenced the decision. In the end, what did you do? From 2008 nearly up to 2016, barring one attack, there were no attacks after that, because the US, in many ways, which we can't really talk about, really got onto the Pakistan's case, not because of us, not that they loved us, but because this whole thing was then tagged along with 9/11. So that suited us very well. Beyond that, would I have, I mean, beyond not divulging anything, I would have loved it if we had gone and bombed the hell out of Pakistan after what they did. I wish we had. But my assumption is that these were the reasons why you got someone else to hit the Pakistanis, and really badly. And you had no terror attacks. And Sushant is perfectly right. Before 2008, you had a series of attacks.
Yes.
There's no doubt at all. And
So
guys,
I want to bring in General Meston before I bring in our political guests once again. General Meston, you've been posted to the region. You've been our DA to Afghanistan. If terror is not hit at source with interest, does it show weakness? Was not responding to Pakistan after 26/11 a sign of political weakness because the armed forces were ready to strike?
See, Gaurav, firstly, armed forces were always ready for strike at any time. I would say, two guests, including Sushant Sareen, have mentioned that prior to 26/11, we had 17 attacks. And it all started from the parliament attack also in 2001. And since that time, until 2008, as a soldier, and I was that time in 2001 commanding my battalion, and of course 2008 just about to be a brigadier, I recollect that the Indian Army was venturing for action right from Op Prakram onwards till 26/11. Nothing happened. I think it was straight political inaction. And the question you raised is, it shows sign of weakness. Definitely, yes, it shows sign of weakness. And therefore, now what has happened is we have taken firm and strong action. See, Pakistan is that state which has been, since 47, 48, they have been just attacking India. Now, of course, terrorism. They have to be only taught with one language, and that is to hit them hard. Hitting them hard sends a strong message, and I think Pakistan will keep attempting. Even I'm quite sure with President Trump blessing and the Asim Munir meeting him 2 times, I think I foresee that probably something may be in the offing in the near future. But yet India has to strike hard. And even tomorrow when Mutaki is visiting, that is the Afghan foreign minister, I think India needs to leverage something from Afghanistan. And that is, we should force, get Afghans to unite, especially the Pashtuns. Unity is an important factor.
Pakistan has just lost 2 officers and 11 men in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. They've just lost 12 last month. I think 650 and counting this year. And this is when you're not counting the 300 odd lost during Operation Sindoor, terrorists plus men in uniform. But Sanjay Jha, you referred to Shiv Shankar Menon, former NSA, and his book, his memoir, Choices Inside the Making of India's Foreign Policy. Now, he writes that he'd advocated a limited military strike at a Lashkar-e-Taiba camp, the headquarters in Murid using a cruise missile, perhaps a BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, but this was not approved by the leadership. I'm presuming Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, they feared civilian casualties, international repercussions. Shiv Shankar Menon and Chidambaram both indicate that Congress seemed to buckle under foreign pressure, sir.
Well, Gaurav, I want you to look at one reality that we cannot ignore. Forget theories and prognostications or judgments. After Pulwama, we attacked Balakot, and I remember Mr. Modi's speech during the entire election campaign was that we got justice and this is going to obliterate any attempt by Pakistan to attack India again. And then Pulwama happened. I think we got to be very real about it, right? That end of day intelligence failure and national security lapses are something that have to be internally managed where this government has failed. I mean, are we aware that the Chabahar port sanctions have now been once again imposed back on India?
Yes.
That Pakistan got out of the Financial Action Task Force in 2023 with Mr. Modi being the Prime Minister. I mean, these are the things that we don't even talk about, but they tell you the weakness of Mr. Modi's government. Mr. Modi is a weak Prime Minister. His speeches and the grandstanding are not going to make any difference. I think the people of India have seen through the hyperbole. The hyperbole is there, and that is an election stunt. I don't think anybody takes that seriously. This government has been a failure to protect its own citizens and above all to keep our borders safe.
Okay. Syed Zafar Islam, respond to the Congress saying, one, internally, our intelligence apparatus is weak. We are unable to stop a terror attack. Two, diplomacy is weak. And all of this, this talk of hitting 9 terror camps, 11 air bases, all of that is only diversionary tactics.
Well, they have nothing else to speak. They have no leg to stand. That's why they are resorting to making this kind of statements. Having said that, when they speak about FATF, I think they need to understand it, yes, not directly under our control, but where we had the flexibility and the freedom and to take action against Pakistan in 2008, we did do that. And the global financial crisis cannot be the reason, because India is a strong country, there was a strong country as compared to Pakistan, and we could have easily taken action against them. But it is the intent, it is buckling under pressure, foreign pressure. It is the pure intent of Sonia Gandhi and the first family of the Congress not to take action against Pakistan is so evident from the fact that Mr. Chidambaram himself had to say that we couldn't take the action, and I think there is
but why
absolutely
Sonia
no
Gandhi,
reason
sir?
to
Prime
believe
Minister was
anything
Dr. Manmohan
while
Singh.
they are trying to no, I say you must understand that there are many pictures for everyone to see that when the foreign dignitaries are visited India, Prime Minister is standing like this and the Sonia Gandhi is shaking hands sitting next to the foreign dignitary. Everyone knows who was the de facto Prime Minister of the country. It is just the name which Mr. Manmohan was carrying as the Prime Minister, but for all practical reason, it is Sonia Gandhi who was taking a shot, and it is evident from the various pictures which is there for everyone to see.